Which one are we reviewing first?
Should we do A Blaze in the Northern Sky?
Oh, okay. We're carrying on our tradition of doing black metal, death metal, metal, something pure metal, power metal, something metal, don't know. Dark Throne, A Blaze in the Northern Sky. With songs like In the Shadow of the Horns, The Pagan Winter. Yes, it's very serious. Take it seriously. We were sent this through the post. Very nice. Lovely. It's a lovely edition with a commentary disc. So it's actually like a DVD commentary. So you've got the music playing and him talking about the music, the drummer, obviously. So that's really cool. So thanks very, very much for that. This is death metal. In case you hadn't guessed, I'm assuming I've got the sub genre name right. Doesn't matter because you know what it's going to sound like. Apparently, they insist. Some people thought we were playing black metal. Oh, how silly!
Those idiots.
I've no clue what the difference is. It's just treble. Yeah, extremely dense riffing. There's no solos. There's actually one or two moments I think where there is a little bit of in the background, but it's basically no solos. Fast picking bits which are stunningly tight. You think, wow, and that it is a pure focus on expressing energy, which is exhilarating and impressive and all that stuff. It is amazing music. It is amazing. It's a thing that could only have come about through evolution of music. No one would have thought of this. No one would have thought, well, that's difficult and we'll be tired, so we won't do that. My favourite bit's when it tries to go really dissonant. Or when it sounds like it's got stuck. You know what I mean? So track 3, I think, is the one I like. Paragon Ritual. I can't read it.
You can't even read the font.
No, you can't. Yeah. Dark
Belial or something like that.
Something, yeah. Doesn't matter what the songs are called. Doesn't matter. Should be just track 1, track 2. There are, there's fast picking bits which are kind of messy and hilarious, where they don't really know what to do with the. So it's and there's dirgy bits which aren't that slow. There's maybe once on the album where it's actually slow, because slow for them is quite fast still. The vocals are comedic, hilarious song titles, just what the doctor ordered.
I didn't realise someone had sent us this. When you said listen to this, I thought, we're starting the death metal thing.
It is another. Why have you sent us? It's very good. So yeah, cool.
I don't know what. I don't get it. I just don't. It's obscene. It's like, let's make this obscene music, yeah. And then take all the. I mean, doesn't it sound really hollow to you? It's like there's no bass in there.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's mega treble.
It's like, what are you doing?
Like they're recording in the next room.
Yeah. Why do that? It sounds shit. It's sort of like.
That's a deliberate production decision.
Yeah, it's like.
That's what I want to say.
Let's see if we can make the worst sounding music, and then with the worst production, and then see if we can get some chumps to buy it.
But if you're playing something that precision, you need to be able to hear it. If it's just the whole thing of it needs to be clearer. Well, seeing it live will be a different experience, I think.
Yeah, maybe it's a live thing, but even going live, I mean, I've tried. I've really tried. Yeah, with death metal. I mean, actually, so things like Gojira and that. I can kind of appreciate it. I mean, that's the production sounds a lot better.
Yeah, I mean that's much more accomplished, much more accomplished, and much more proggy. Basically, that's why.
But I mean, it's the kind of thing someone puts on and says, "Listen to this."
It's amazing,
and they go, "Oh, it sounds so dirty, doesn't it?" And you're like,
"So powerful,
dirty or shit?"
Shit is dirty. So.
Yeah, I suppose. Satanic poetry, Fenris. Percussion, satanic poetry. I mean, why? Satan is a fan. Let's do some vocals that I quite here. It's not my thing. I'm sorry. It's just I can't extract anything from it. I mean, if I'm angry and I feel,
right,
and I'm feeling dark and stuff like that, there is music out there,
Well, that would be like
Black Sabbath or something like that.
Radiohead or something.
Or Radiohead, yeah. And if you want sort of like heavy, there's Black Sabbath again, things like that. Where am I in my life that I want, that this is going to do anything for me,
Why would you listen to this? Oh, I don't know. Why would you want to listen to?
Because they play really fast and it's really precise. I can't hear the precision. It's so precise and so fast. I can't hear it. If I can't hear it, I can't appreciate it.
Well, the problem is it's not quite there. They're not master musicians and they're doing something that's difficult to get right. It's only one thing they're doing, but that's part of the problem. So it'll never be quite tight enough. And metal fans would disagree with that completely and say, no, this is what it should sound like.
Oh, that's what it should sound like, eh?
Doctor. Of course, you can't read the name of the band. You have to look it up.
No, and the font on the back is unreadable. No, I suppose In the Shadow of the Horns is quite readable.
In the Shadow of the
Horns. The Pagan Winter.
Pagan Winter.
Yeah.
How do you think that song goes? Do you think it goes?
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, it's not for me. I have to admit, the whole genre is a mystery to me. I've tried and I've failed, and maybe that's a shortcoming on my part. But
it's a popular genre, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we should celebrate the fact that you can carve a little niche out in the market for this kind of thing, which is unlistenable bollocks. That's something.
Just the fact that there are people it would annoy. There are people who are sort of chart fascists.
They don't sound like Bananarama.
Yeah, from that time, in fact, there would have been a lot of that, and that would have really made them angry that even exists. And I like that. That's appealing in itself. That doesn't make the music good, but that's the point. It's a niche, like you said, and it's this thing. That's a good thing rather than just meh. It's infinitely better than Helmet. Boring, dirgy fashion music. This is not fashion music.
I mean, I should imagine someone who's into this is, they're
this
well into their musical journey. They're sort of, they've exhausted everything.
They've found the truth of the metal.
And now they're looking for different things to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're in that situation, give it a go. You'll love it. Because it won't sound like anything.
I like tracks 2 and 3. Now the thing is about that, there's 6 tracks, so that's kind of, you've got used to it, but you're not bored with it. So I don't know if that's the thing, but I like tracks 2 and 3.
That was the thing. I got bored incredibly quickly. I mean, there's so much going on there.
Yeah. That's
the one thing you shouldn't be is bored.
Well, the problem is there isn't enough going on. It's not like a proggy thing where there's different meters and stuff. It's not doing that enough. I think about 20 minutes is how much you listen to it. After that, it's just more.
Mom, do we have to have spaghetti bolognese every night for tea?
Yeah.
What you need is more spaghetti bolognese.
I like track 2 is good because it's 2 parts, and the second part is like goes full on Motorhead. Kind of. So I like tracing the lineage of where it comes from. That's something so.
Go on then. Where does it come from?
I don't want to say extreme. What is it? It's so specific. It's so very specific. How did we get there? I like that. But, you can go from Robert Johnson to Black Sabbath to Motorhead to, like, Venom to this. Then you can see it. And, it does go back to blues. But it really is all the same. So Robert Johnson's music is more varied than this.
Yeah.
Which is saying something, really. It is purist music. It is extreme conservatism. It is that's why metal people like it, because it is metal. Just metal. No other We talk about prog not being progressive, don't we? And it often suffers from the same thing. It sounds like prog. But at least that's like several genres. Again, the same several genres rather than just this, nothing. They're not going to shift to reggae, which would be so good if one of the songs shifted to reggae in the middle. That would be amazing. So why not?
You know what they should do? They should mix it up with like Nursery Rhyme type things.
Yeah,
and then it would really be worth listening to.
Yeah, a bit of that, and then a bit of something else, and then it would be great. Yeah,
but then there'd just be a prog metal band.
Yeah, rather than. I've put here 30 minutes is the optimal length. I think 20. I don't think 30. I wrote that when I was more positive about it.
Your intro was really positive. I'm like,
oh no, this is really good and really impressive. That's the thing to call it, impressive. And I think this is a big album.
Is it?
I think so. In the history of the. But you either get tired or bored.
Bored.
Yeah, it's so depending on where your state of mind, either it makes you tired. I was yawning at the end, or just bored. It just depends where you are. Much more spontaneous than you think. I mean, metal is over rehearsed. That's almost our complaint about metal, in that they've got to get it exactly, and it makes it boring. But the vocals weren't even planned, so obviously they'd played.
You'd never know.
It made no difference. That's what it is. So when they went to record the album, he had to make some vocals. What should we call this? In the shadow of the whore. It doesn't matter. It made no difference at all. But it's so important that's the most impenetrable thing for people is they're looking for songs, and it's the wrong way around. So the first thing they do is they listen to the vocals and the songs, and they're ridiculous. And that's the trivial bit, the rhythm. The rhythm section is where it's happening. That's where you start. So that's why drummers like it.
Yeah. Because
they start with the drumming and they hear cool stuff, and then whatever's on top is extra, rather than the other way around. And that's cool. And there are some really intense bits. I mean, really, really. The bit with Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
Boomba check 3 4. That's just fantastic. And I think this is sort of leading the way to that. I think there will be none of that without this. I think this particular album is really important, and they also wear lots of makeup and go in the front. Is there melody?
I mean, you would say maybe the vocals are supposed to be melody, but
it can't be, can
no.
I think it's a complex melody. It's not. I found myself bobbing my head left and right. So it wasn't. There was a tune thing. There was a tune there somewhere. I don't know. There's something in there which has melody, and when you spot that's really the secret. When you spot that, I think abstract melody. But it is, it's so intense and funny, and I like that. I like the fact that it's good and funny. Black metal genres. Let's look at black metal genres because there's so many. So yeah, tell us, folks, what's the difference between black metal and death metal? Because I don't know. Yeah, so subgenres of black metal we have. Each of these genres is just one band. Ambient black metal.
Oh, maybe we should give that a go.
Yeah, so atmosphere and I suppose using that alienating production in a that's a thing, I suppose. So, black doom, which is different to doom metal. Bassier sound of doom metal, so actually some bass and guitar.
Ooh.
Depressive, suicidal black metal. Like Forgotten Tomb. Black and roll. It says Dark Throne here, a black and roll. I don't know what that means. Incorporates elements of 70s hard rock and roll music. Blackened Crust. That's the name of a band. It's not a genre, is it? Blackened Death Doom. Blackened Death Metal. Melodic Black Death. That's a good idea. War Metal.
What the hell?
Blackened Grindcore. Blackened Thrash Metal. Folk Black Metal, Pagan Metal, and Viking Metal. Industrial Black Metal. Post Black Metal. Black Gaze. Psychedelic Black Metal. Symphonic Black Metal. Ideology. Unlike other metal genres, black metal is associated with an ideology and ethos. It is fiercely opposed to Christianity and other main institutional religions, Islam and Judaism. Many black metal bands are Satanists. Are they really?
They're not against Christian ideology, are they, if they're Satanists?
No.
That just reinforces the Christian ideology.
Exactly, yeah.
What the...
Yeah, in other words, they think it's fun. Cases in Norway, weren't there, of people losing the plot and burning down churches and all this business. There you go. That's why we don't react to it, really, because we're not broken inside. A reaction against the mundanity, insincerity, and emotional emptiness that participants feel is so intrinsic to modern secular culture. Oh.
So who are the intellectual leaders of this ideology?
People who write the lyrics when they go to the studio to record the album. Death, blah blah blah, 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 blah. I hate things.
This song's about coffee shops. I hate coffee shops.
Coffee, two's better. So yeah, ultimately for me, really good. Unlikely to listen to it again. Well, I enjoyed listening to it. Got a bit bored, but I need technical death metal, math rock, whatever it is. It's all about the rhythm, so the rhythm needs to be doing more for me. When you think, oh, it's doing this, oh, what's happening? Oh my god, that's the best bit to hold my interest. You only need one song.
Yeah.
So you go.
One short song.
That's 3 eggs.
I've enjoyed reviewing it.
But that's the thing with that. You can say that about prog as well. Talking about it is the thing.
Yeah. It's a 1 egg.
1 egg, there you go.
It's 1 egg album to me. Not my cup of tea at all. Can I okay, so I can see drummers. Okay, I can see why drummers would like it.
Yeah.
Drummer aficionados. Can I? Maybe. Yeah. Okay, drummers.
You can find better examples.
I will accept that a drummer may find something interesting here, yeah?
Okay, so can I... Is it then 2 eggs?
No.
Okay. So yeah, put on your Halloween makeup. Look down and serious like Anakin Skywalker. Get with the downstrokes.
Is there a genre of procedurally generated black metal?
I bet maybe we should invent a genre.
Because I bet that would be just as interesting,
Procedural black metal.
Yeah.
It's just putting an algorithm. It just churns out more songs. We did the vocals on our own, though. Yeah. Turn up the treble. Learn to play the drums very fast and nothing else. And then go, oh. Thank you very much.